Boom, boom. Oh, I messed that up. I had a. It's not terrible. I made the text black because I thought it was going on that white background, but it don't look like it is. Whatever. There we go. That works. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm finishing up this towel job. Embroidered 125 towels. Let me make sure this thing is live. Well, customer says he's having a hard time finding the pay button. That's something you want to help with. Let's see. Worked for me. We'll let that rock. All right. We're good. We're live. Everything looks okay. How's the sound? Let's see. Check, 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 check. This thing's way delayed. All right, not bad. It's cutting out. I'm directly in front of an AC, so it's cutting that out pretty well. All right. Anyway, just embroidered 125 towels. Now I got to go through embroidery. Got to cut off this backing. The nice thing is this is a water soluble backing, or wash away they call it. So I just have to cut away a decent amount so it's not ugly. And then the rest will go away after their first wash. But this is tedious as hell. I was just sitting here watching videos. I always watch YouTube videos while I'm doing stuff, but I figured let me go live instead make better use of my time. See if I can answer any questions. And we got some new. Last time I went live, I didn't have many like recent subscribers. My channel I didn't do anything with for a while. But recently, I got some subscribers based off of actual custom apparel content. So I figured maybe we'd get a couple people in this time. We will see. And the reason I put my TikTok up there is I want to go live on there. I'd like to at least once a week simultaneously go live on TikTok and YouTube. So, but on TikTok, you got to have 1,000 subs just to go live. YouTube, you need 1,000 to get monetized, but you can go live whenever. But we're almost at 1,000. I think we're at like 975-ish right now, so we need 25 more subs. That's huge. That's all thanks to my man Rich Kun from Hustle Ninjas. He helped me out. Did that interview, which I think might have helped some of his viewers out too, so that's cool. I got around like 100 people from that subscribing to my channel, so definitely appreciate that. It's hot as hell. I didn't go outside all day. This was my last day doing these towels, so they take like 28 to 30 minutes each to embroider. Um, they're like 20,000 stitches. I had them running at 800 stitches per minute. But yeah, so anyway, I timed one just so I could tell the customers, just because they were taking a while. So I timed it just so I could be like, hey, this is why these are taking so long. I only got one machine, and they take 30 minutes each, so I can only do two an hour. So anyway, I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, so today was my last day doing these. So I was inside all day finishing these up, and I didn't realize it was so goddamn hot. It's like 90. Oh, now it's down to like 80-ish, but earlier it was 90 degrees. A bunch of people walking by. Which for me, 90 degrees is disgusting, man. I'm cool with like 65. Give me 65 all the time. I'm perfect. Wear a nice hoodie. That's my weather. I don't do the beach. I don't do none of the hot weather activities. You can find me inside in the air conditioner. But even this, I got this air conditioner behind me. It's not strong enough to even cool this whole room. The room goes pretty far back, so when I got the heat presses on, hot as hell. I didn't really think about the time. 7:30. People probably eating dinner. Things of that sort. Might not be too active. That's okay. The last live I did, like I said, I didn't even have many subs from like the shirt stuff, but it ended up getting like 100 views afterwards. So the problem with that though is like I want people live asking me questions so I can actually give value on what people want to know. I'm just saying random stuff, and you just gotta hope you're answering questions. You know what I mean? Also, I've been really wanting to put out a video this week. I wanted to film one on the best transfers to use. So, like DTF versus screen print transfers versus Super Color, just like all the different transfer types. But I've been doing this embroidery, so unless I was to like film in my storefront, which I don't really want to do, a bunch of people walking by, just, I don't know, weird. Um, the embroidery machine is loud as hell, so I couldn't film like a video with quality audio while I was doing that, and my embroidery machine was running 9 hours a day, so I would either have to stay real late or whatever. And I was just trying to get this job done. So I didn't film the video, but I'm done with the embroidery part now. I'll finish cutting these backings off tonight, and I'll be good. I still got little embroidery jobs, but like nothing like this. Like I said, this was going 9 hours a day nonstop, so I couldn't find any time between. Tomorrow I got to do like a 50,000 stitch patch, a pretty big patch for it's actually for like a biker vest. So tomorrow that'll take a little bit. That's a couple hours stitch out. Well, probably like an hour stitch out. And after that, we got a couple hats. What do I got? I got 4 hats I know I got to do. I got any other embroidery? 4 hats, that patch. I got 2 little patches. Those will be 10, 15 minutes. I think the rest is just print stuff. I got a 125 shirts. No, like 140 shirt order, 125 shirt order. Got some decent little orders. Nothing crazy, though. The cool thing about doing these towels was, yes, they take 30 minutes each, but with something like this, it's a real simple design, and it's flat embroidery. So like on hats, you usually run into more issues like needle breaks or thread breaks or whatever. On these towels, it was good. I could press go and it would stop when it's done. You know what I mean? I didn't have to. I think in the 125 towels, I had like 2 random thread breaks the whole time, and then every like 3.5 towels, I would have to change out the bobbin. So for the most part, it was just like set it and go. So I was just doing a ton of other stuff. Like I gotta send quotes. I had to press up some shirts. Whatever I had to do, it was cool because I could just set it and then do my thing. So really, it was like probably an hour a day of tending to the embroidery machine, like doing whatever. Like I'd oil it once a day real quick. But otherwise, it was hoop up the towel, throw it on there, press go, walk away for 30 minutes, do what I got to do. And then after 30 minutes, go back, take off the towel, hoop up another one. So that was cool. The only downside is it took up my embroidery machine, so I couldn't do like the patches and whatever else. But as far as like labor, super easy job. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in this stack. I only got like 40 cut out of my 125. Almost halfway there. I honestly might leave half for the morning. I don't know what time the customer's showing up anyway. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna box them. The way they came in the box, you could fit 24. It's 2 dozen per box. but they're like kind of small boxes. They would have to be folded real nice and perfect to fit back 24 anyway. So I think so they came in like 4 boxes. No, more than that. It would be 5 boxes. I don't think I'm fitting them back out the door in 5 boxes. I think it'll be well. Those are smaller boxes, so I'll use those, and I'll probably need to use 1 or 2 more other like big Gildan boxes I have that shirts and stuff came in. But I keep all those because I just put orders back out in them usually. I'm not to the point yet where I have like I would like to do it, and I probably will. The thing is, I have my shop is so I have no minimums, so people can walk in if they want to and get one shirt. And I do a thing called like when I open the store, my like I don't want to say gimmick, but like the thing that's like, hey, this is our thing. This is called 2 hour teas. It just I would have did like 1 hour teas because they're usually done quicker, but 2 hour teas just has a little ring to it or whatever. Better for branding anyway. Um, so people can come in and up to 6 shirts or hoodies or whatever. It just has to be something that we stock. So like I stock a bunch of colors of unisex shirts. I stock some hoodies. So you can come in and get up to 6 items printed within 2 hours. And it's like a little bit of a premium versus like if you need it in 2 weeks, you pay a little bit more to get it same day. And it's not even like a ton more. People are usually like, oh, that's it. Um, so yeah, that's the thing I do to get people in the store. So I don't have like a ton of big orders. Like I said, I'm doing a couple like 125 shirt orders here, but I'm not the shop that's getting like your 1,000 shirt orders every day. So I don't really have a need for the custom big boxes because I'm not really shipping stuff out like that. Usually I'm doing a couple shirts at a time, so they're just like poly bagged or whatever. But eventually I'd still like to get nice custom boxes just because that's cool. That presentation is cool. Makes people remember you stick out. But for now, I'll just ship them out in the boxes they come in. Or if it's a couple shirts, I'll poly bag them. Freaking our films, my man. Every time I'm live, looks like I can count on you. Um, so this shirt is from another YouTuber. His name is Big Brando. He does the same thing as me about custom shirts and now embroidery too. He added embroidery around the same time I did. Um, but yeah, no. So he and this is something I'll probably do eventually. But he does. I don't know if he still does them, but back in the day he did. You could buy like a sample pack, and it would be all different types of transfers that he uses. And then like this is a super color transfer, so it comes with a shirt in your size, pressed up with his design, so you can see like the main shirt he uses. Is basically like a sample pack to test out all the stuff he uses. So this is the shirt that came with it, so I just wear it to support him, so to get that money, big Brando. But this is just a super color transfer, very simple shirt to make. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we're 40 down. You want to see the amount of towels I'm doing right now? So that's 2 stacks of 20. How do I turn this? 2 stacks of 20. This is another like what 80 or something. There's a couple in the box over here, but that's a ton of towels. I think I'm gonna do another stack of 20 and then call it quits. Whew, it's hot. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I counted these a little bit ago and I was 3 off. I'm just hoping that there was a couple that I didn't see. Yeah, I used to work with your mom at Apple. Um, I got fired from Apple because I was always late. And then I'm very glad I got fired from Apple. First of all, I was driving too far. Apple was an hour away from me. So I was crazy for driving out there every day anyway. I put like 100,000 miles on my car in a couple of years. Um, yeah, so I got fired from Apple because I was always late. Really, it was because the managers didn't like me. That's besides the point. Um, and then I need to move these stacks. And then I did my own thing for a little bit. And then I ended up going to Best Buy actually, just because whatever, I needed a job. Then the pandemic hit, and I started making shirts. I actually used to print shirts in high school. I used to screen print shirts, just like for myself. I didn't try to make a business out of it or anything. Um, but then I decided to pick it back up, like different methods though. I didn't screen print when the pandemic started, so I got like a vinyl cutter and started making shirts that way, and it's just started to pick up. A couple friends needed shirts for their businesses or whatever, and then it went from there. I added more and more equipment, kept growing it, opened up the store, and here we are. I actually, so my YouTube was actually bigger when I worked at Apple, to be honest with you, because not like subscribers wise, I have the most subscribers I've had because I've just been slowly adding to it. But I changed kind of what I wanted to do with the channel a couple times. Originally, it was just technology. It was actually just called, no, actually, if I first started my channel with like skate videos, I used to like film my friends skating, riding bikes, scooters back in the day. I would make those edits, and that's what I use this channel for. I think you can actually still find some on this channel. And then, so it was just called JBEC Productions. Then I think after that, it went to Tees and Tech. Nah, there was something in between. I don't remember what. I changed it to something after JBEC Productions, but then I changed it to Tees and Tech because I was going to still do tech reviews. Yeah, all right, my story's all messed up. I went from JBEC Productions making scooter and bike and skateboard videos. And then I went to like drone videos and tech reviews. So I eventually changed it to Tees and Tech because I was going to do tech reviews and t-shirt stuff. But then I was like, nah, I need to stick to like those are two totally different things, I feel like. So I was like, let me just make it Jesse Beck because then I can do whatever. Like I'm not limiting myself with that because it's just my name. So I can have whatever subsections I want to without having to worry about people saying, this is supposed to be whatever type of channel. So, but yeah, when I was doing technology reviews, it was cool because, for one, I like technology, so I was just reviewing stuff that I was already using, like my camera's microphone or drones that would come out, or like one of my big videos was for a HomeKit camera, and I lucked out because it actually went for sale in the Apple store a day early, like the day before it was actually supposed to come out. So I bought it that day, went home, set it up, filmed a review, and had the review out on the day that it released. So that made me look like, oh, this dude like has the stuff early, like whatever. It made me look really good, and got me a ton of reviews because people were looking for. It was the first ever HomeKit like security camera. So because it was the first ever, it wasn't just like a random camera. It was like, oh, okay, this is the first one with this technology. So a bunch of people were looking for it. I had the review posted the day it came out, so there wasn't many reviews with it. So that, I don't even know what that video is at now, but that had like, I don't know, probably at least 40, 50,000 at this point. And then I had like a couple drone ones that did good. I got some decent views on the technology stuff. And I liked doing that, but I mean that's also expensive. Like you got to keep buying the new technology and stuff, so it's not easy to do. Yeah, I changed the channel. I don't think I did it 5 times, but I did it at least. I know I did it at least three because I was JBack Productions, I was Teas and Tech, and then Jesse Beck. I want to say I changed it a fourth time in there somewhere, but I have no clue what the name was anymore. And Teas and Tech, I only put out like one video as Teas and Tech because, like you said, I was just trying to figure out what the channel was going to be. Amanda, look at that. We finally got a shirt person popping in. That's awesome. That's the way to start. Same exact thing I did. Who'd you order the heat press from? Is it like an Amazon press or like a Heat Press Nation or what'd you get? That's exciting though. I remember I was just talking about it at the start of the pandemic when I ordered a heat press, a vinyl cutter, and then like shortly after a hat press. So that's what you got to do. Heat press, get some vinyl. So I have two questions for you. What heat press did you order? And then if you get this order with this business, what are you making and what type of transfers are you using? Are you gonna do like shirts with HTV or are you gonna order transfers? Tell me what your plan is and I'll tell you my recommendations if you want it, or you can tell me to leave you alone. You don't want my recommendation. Um, HPN 1515. I got one of those right there. Now I got the what is that? That's a heat transfer warehouse hat press, but a heat press nation 15 by 15. It's been good to me. I've had to. I mean, I use it a good amount, so I've had to change like the display twice on it. There was two different issues, and the display was the issue both times, because I guess like within the display, there's a bunch of the electronics. So I've had to replace that a couple times myself now, but they've been good about it. They send me parts whenever there's an issue and stuff like that. I don't know. I get annoyed with it sometimes because it's broken a few times. But at the end of the day, like it has a lot more technology. Like I still have my Amazon press that I started with in the back of the store over there, and that thing has never given me a single issue as far as like breaking. But at the same time, it's it's a open and close. Like it has nothing fancy about it at all. So it's like, what is there really to break? Whereas on this one, it's like a auto open and it has the pull out drawer and like there's just a bunch more technology in it. So chances of it breaking are much higher. When all the feedback will put in order transfers because the shirts will be the same, we'll use a Cricut for cutting out the names. Okay, so is Is it like baseball jerseys or something, or what do you need to cut out names for? Or is it like left chest names? And then what kind of transfers are you ordering? Is it like screen print transfers or direct to film transfers, or what are you going to order? I use everything. I use screen print transfers when I can. I like to use screen print transfers because, for one, the press is easier and quicker. Like they press for less time, and you don't need to repress them. There's a lot of benefits of screen print transfers, but the cost always isn't right if you're not doing a lot of shirts. But I have scenarios where I use DTF transfers. If it's not a lot, but I want to use transfers, I'll make the transfers myself. I don't do much DTG anymore. I have the F2100 DTG machine, but I really don't do that much DTG now. If anything, I'm using it to make DTF transfers. Transfers, I mean, they're kind of taken over. Like, I mean, obviously people have been using them for a while, but actual screen printing is better if you're doing a ton, because it gets real tedious to press over and over. But even then, if you're doing that, they have the pneumatic presses now, where like you have a full compressor set up to it, and it does all the pressing for you. You just click a button, or they have the ones with the foot pedal. You can just press the foot pedal, and the press automatically comes down. That's like I don't even know. I was gonna say that's the Cadillac of heat presses, but do people still say that? Are Cadillacs considered luxurious anymore? That's the Tesla of heat presses. It's for utility company. Left chest will have names and name of company. Back will have a larger logo. I'm thinking of full card transfers from TKO because I can slap extras on it. Yeah, I've never used TKO. I think Rich just did a video with TKO, right? I'm pretty sure I saw that. Yeah, if they so their full color transfers, I'm assuming are DTF. Yeah, they're definitely they're good. I mean DTF transfers. Like I said, I've never used theirs. The thing, like the only downside I could say about DTF transfers is, for one, most of them are cold peel. So like the process is like press it, then you got to take it off the press, let it sit for however long, and then cold peel it. But then the second part of that is then you got to press it again. If you don't, it doesn't like fully set into the shirt, and like they're shiny. They just don't look finished if you don't do a second press on them. The second press can be quick. I'll do like usually a 4 to 5 second press with a parchment paper over it. But they're just more tedious because you got to press them twice. You got to wait for them to cool. So like when you're doing it, you just gotta, anyway. My flow, like the way I learned to do it, or the way I've come to do it, is I'll just do the full stack. So like if it's a bunch of front prints, I'll press the front, put it to the side, press the front, put it to the side. So I have a cart. I'm actually using it right now. The towels are on it, but I'll I have a table next to my press, so I'll have them stacked on there. Move it over to the press it, move it over to the cart, and then just stack them on the cart. And then once they're done, take that full stack, put it back on the table, and repeat the process. Take off the film, press it, put it on the cart. And I also keep the sizes with each other just because after the second press, I'll always do the larger sizes first. So I'll make sure to stack them so that the larger sizes will be done first. So say I have two X's. Once I finish up the two X's, those go right into the box. I just have the box over to the side. So like as I'm completing them, I stack all the two X's onto the cart. Once I'm finished with two X's, boom, take that file, put them into the box, and then you're onto the XLs or whatever size is next, and then you do the same thing. Then the smaller sizes are on top when they open the box. I feel like that's just like makes sense. Smalls, medium, large, whatever. And I don't know. That's just my workflow. But that's cool. Shirts for a utility company. My store is next door to a utility company. I've never even thought of reaching out to them for shirts or to make shirts for them. I don't even know if they wear. Well, I mean, yeah, they have the people out on the road. They got to be wearing uniforms and stuff. In my head, I was just thinking like the people in the office probably don't wear uniforms, but they have a ton of people out on the road. That's cool though. The fact that you already are talking about a job and you just bought the heat press, that's good. Most people are ordering the heat press and then figuring out the rest afterwards. So, but it's all about advertising. Like you can advertise that you do screen printing because you can get the screen print transfers. The other thing I recommend is find local places, or at least somewhat local. So look up like contract screen print shops or contract embroidery shops because, for one, you don't have to have a screen print setup or an embroidery setup. And if someone wants 100 embroidered hats, you have this company that you're already set up with. And set up with, I mean, just like you can contact them. But a contract shop works with other shops, other businesses, and gives you a really good rate so you can still make money on the order. So they'll do embroidery for way less than like a retail cost. So you can offer embroidery, get the stuff super cheap from them, sell that to your customers. So then you can offer that embroidery even though you're not doing it in-house and just have it as another service. So if you have like a screen print shop on dial, an embroidery shop, then whenever you get someone reaching out about those orders, you have your contact, you can email them the info, they give you an exact price, boom, 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 you're good to go. And usually they'll have price sheets that they'll send you so that you could even base your pricing around it if you want to. So then you have your set screen print pricing. And whenever a customer asks you about it, you can give them a price. If they want to place the order, you reach out to your contract shop. And then the way they work usually is you got to send them the blanks. So you still got to buy the blanks from SNS or Sanmar or whoever you want to use. You ship the blanks to them. They print them, get them back to you. But yeah, it's fun, especially I don't know, finding ways to get new customers and whatever, just messing around. Like you'll learn your own processes. I watch videos all day long, but you just got to take like things that you like from just like everything. Take things you like, build out your own processes. You'll be good to go. And then, so the way I did it was I just slowly started adding equipment. So I'm assuming you found me from Rich's video, so you probably heard the story, but you just slowly build up. Start with the heat press, the vinyl cutter. As things grow, you add more. My favorite thing now is embroidery. It's fun. Hats are still like, that's the hardest part. So it's kind of nerve wracking when you get a hat order, but it's fun. Like the process is just fun, and it's fun to watch. Like the machine is, I don't know, like it's just a cool process once you actually start to learn it. I'm at the point now where I can troubleshoot it pretty well, so it's not as like daunting. When I first got the thing, I didn't touch it for like 3 days. I was like, what the hell? There's all these knobs. What am I supposed to do with this thing? I didn't know where to start. I also hear a lot of people are like that with like when they get heat presses or new printers or whatever. They're like, yeah, I've had it for 2 months and I just haven't touched it. You just gotta jump in. When you get the thing, just know that you're gonna mess up and go in there and mess up. That's all you gotta do. That's the only way you're gonna learn. You just gotta mess up and then find out the ways to fix it. And then you know for next time. I was doing a 75,000 stitch hoodie. There was 2,000 stitches left, so I'm like an hour and 25 minutes in. Coming up on the end, 2,000 stitches left. Part of the front of the hoodie got caught up under the needle on the embroidery machine and embroidered the front of the hoodie to the back of the hoodie. So part of the back design was through on the front, holding the pieces together. So I went and cut the pieces apart, and I had to cut a giant hole in the hoodie to get the front off of the back. And the icing on the cake was it was a Carhartt hoodie. So the hoodie blank was like $45. So I wasted that, messed up the hoodie, wasted an hour of embroidery time, wasted the thread. But that's how you learn. I haven't done it since. Yes, sewing is good to know too. I've never messed with quilting, but my sister took like some sewing classes. She brought in her sewing machine, but that's nice to have because you can offer like the hang tags on the bottom of shirts, and like some people like the sewn in labels like that. That's a very good thing to know how to do, because that's like those little tags. Most people will charge at least like $1 for the hang tag or the hem tag, whatever you call them, or the neck tags or whatever. And you can press neck tags on too, but like on hoodies, some people like the actual sewn tags. So little stuff like that, like the more little add-ons you can add, that's just that's just extra money. Like each one of those tags is going to cost you a couple cents, and it's going to take you 20, 30 seconds to sew a line on to hold it in, and then you made an extra dollar. If it's a 100 shirt order, that's an extra $100 for whatever 20 minutes of time. So any little thing you can add on like that is good to have. That's one of my next things is going to be like an industrial sticker machine, and I have too many machines. I need to hire on people for sure because I can't be running everything at this point. Um, but next is the sticker machine because whatever other stuff you can do, like now with embroidery, every time I do like a big shirt order or whatever, I'll take their logo, I'll get it digitized for embroidery. I'll make them a hat, or if it's winter, I'll throw in a free hoodie or a free. And even right now, even if you don't have embroidery or whatever extra stuff, like if someone places a 100 shirt order, like if this electric company, they're gonna order however many shirts, get a hoodie. Like it's nice if you can somehow figure out what size the person ordering is, so you can give them something specifically. But like even if you have no idea and they ordered more larges than anything else, like more people are wearing large for whoever they're ordering for, order an extra hoodie or two and just press up a hoodie, just like how you made the shirts or whatever. That's an excellent way to, for one, you're letting people know you do more than whatever they ordered. Obviously, they know you do what they ordered because they ordered it, but you can let them know that, hey, we also do XYZ. So now with my embroidery machine, I'll throw in a beanie, and all the time, some people will be like, oh, smart. Now I'm going to order some of these, blah, blah, blah. Like they know what you're doing. But a lot of people will just be like, oh, cool. Like you didn't have to throw this in, blah, blah, blah. All the time I'll do it. Like when it's winter, I'll throw in a beanie. The next day, they'll be like, hey, man, everyone was saying they love that beanie. Like how much for 20 of them or whatever. So if you can throw in any type of extras, and like I said, right now, it's just like extra hoodies or whatever, just one of something that they didn't order that you can make, throw that in. And then if they like the quality, a lot of times they're going to be like, dang, I didn't even think about ordering whatever it is that you threw in. Let me grab some of those as well. So like stickers is really nice because it's super quick to make 20 stickers on an actual sticker machine. Throw in 20 stickers, they'd be like, oh, that's cool. I didn't even think I needed these. Let me get 200 stickers. Or whatever, like anything like that. It's just huge if you can get those little add-ons because those things cost so little. It's like things with higher profit margins or whatever. Those things cost so little, you throw them in, then you make an extra couple $100 on. Obviously, it's not every order, but on a bunch of orders, that's a bunch of added revenue that you would have never got if you didn't just throw in that freebie. That's one of my tips: is throw in extras. Everyone likes free stuff. All right, I got 60 of these done. Plus, I'm halfway there. Should I do more? Yeah, I should do more. Let's do another Should I do another 20? Yeah, let's do another 20. Let me close these blinds. I have these windows that on the outside is reflective unless it's brighter in here than it is out there. So like right now it's starting to get dark out. So now people can just see in at whatever I'm doing. Whereas when the sun's out, they can't see nothing. They just see themselves when they walk by. But close this up so everyone's not being nosy. Sticker machines can be pricey. Like if you want a nice one, and I mean you can make stickers with like a inkjet printer if you really wanted to. I've done it. But if you want like an actual nice sticker machine, I think the cheapest one from Roland is like 5,000 or something like that. It's like I think it's called the something 8,000 BT 8,000 something like that. I think it's $5,000. It may have gone down now. I don't know, but that's a printer and a cutter. But then you also want like a nice laminator. I think it's called a laminator or whatever. You put the film over it to protect it from UV and all that type of stuff and rubbing off. So there's some equipment you need. It's definitely not something cheap that you can just throw in real quick. But stickers are like such high profit margins that it's a good thing to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These quick little story to fill in some downtime for people that watch later. These towels, so this is a super simple design, but it's still 20,000 stitches. But I quoted this design at 5,000 stitches just because I was like, first of all, I wanted to give them a decent price. It was a pretty big order. It's a local school. Like, it's a good business relationship to have. So I was like, all right, this shouldn't be too much more than 5,000 stitches. Let me quote it at 5,000. Cool, cool, cool. Real quick, pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. I just want to make sure I had 20. So anyway, quoted at 5,000 stitches. I was like, all right, cool. It's got to be around there. Maybe it's 10,000, whatever. I send out the design. So I approved the design with the school. They're like, all right, that's perfect. Let's go. I send out the design to get digitized to my digitizer. Cool. I tell him the size, blah, blah, blah. He sends it back. I open the file to check. I'm like, all right, looks good. Says in the corner, 86,000 stitches. I was like, there is absolutely no way that that's 86,000 stitches. But it was. So it was this same design. However, the text was filled in instead of just the outline. So it would have had to do all those fill stitches, which is obviously what was way more stitches. So I was just like doing math in my head. I get that back one night. I was like, damn, 86,000 stitches? Like, that sucks. But I mean, like, whatever. I got to do it. It's already approved. But then in my head, I'm thinking about it and I'm doing the math. 86,000 stitches, each towel would take me 2 hours. So I was like, okay, 2 hours times 125 towels. I was like, all right, this is going to take me like, I don't remember the exact math, but it was something like 30 days of straight stitching. and they need these towels in like 2.5 weeks at the latest. So I'm like, okay, that doesn't work. Like, what am I gonna do? Turn down this couple $1,000 order? Like, what? I'm just like racking my brain. Like, first of all, how did my dumbass get myself in this spot? And second, so then, oh yeah, so then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I gotta outsource it. Like, I gotta send it to a. I was talking about contract shops. I gotta send it to a shop that has more embroidery heads. So like someone with like 20 embroidery heads, it'll still take them 2 hours each one, but they can do 20 at a time. So it'll still whatever, just take them a few days or whatever. So I look up pricing for the contract shops. I work with a couple contract shops, so I look up pricing for them, and it would be like $29 per towel for 86,000 stitches just for the stitching. That doesn't include the $10 or whatever I paid for each towel. So I'm paying $39 per towel to be stitched and like to purchase the towel. And I charge these people like something like $19-20 per towel. So you're telling me I'm paying these people a couple $1,000s to take these towels. So I was like, damn, I'm screwed. I gotta just like cancel the order or something like that. And I already have the towels ordered. Like it was just all bad. But anyway, I end up talking to the digitizer. I'm like, hey, how can we get this to be less stitches? And so he was like, whatever, just the normal dumb recommendations. Like, yeah, we can make it smaller, blah, blah, blah. And then it just came to me. I was like, all right, maybe we can just do the outline. Because I remember the customer said, like, we don't really care about the design. Like, we just want it to say this. That's our only requirement. You kind of have creative freedom. So then I reached out to them and I was like, hey, this is a situation. It's going to take 30 days if we do it this way. Would you mind if we just did the outline? And luckily, they were very understanding. And the digitizer told me, he was like, yeah, if we just do the outline, it'll probably be like 10 to 15,000 stitches. I was like, yes, that's exactly what I need. 10 to 15,000 stitches. Each one will take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And it'll be way quicker. We'll be good to go. And then he sends it back. And so I made it smaller and I just did the outline. He sends it back and it's still 30,000 stitches. I was like, bro, you said 10 to 15 and you send me this file that's 30? Like, is there anything we can do? But then I just ended up taking it in Brilliance, which is a digitizing software, or not even a really digitizing software, just like you can edit files and do text and stuff for embroidery. Um, so I brought it in there, and you're not supposed to really resize embroidery files because it'll kind of mess up how they stitch. But I tried it, and it ended up coming out fine. So I just made it a little bit smaller until it was down to 20,000 stitches, and that's how I ran it. And it came out good. I didn't have any issues. It looks fine. But I was sweating this job for a while. And it still took me 2 weeks to stitch. I was coming in. I tried to take weekends off now because I used to, like when I opened, I was here literally all day, every day. Like I would wake up, come here, go home, take a shower, go to bed. Like that was my everyday. And I got 2 kids. So I wasn't cool with that anymore. But anyway, I've been coming in every day, even on weekends, even on days I'm not supposed to be. Pretty much coming in 9 hours every day. So I can get 9 hours so that 30 minutes each. So 9 hours is whatever, 18. So every day I'd be here for 9 hours, get 18 towels done. And today we finally finished them. So I'm gonna email her tonight. I still have to cut the backing off the rest of them. So I'm gonna be done with like 85. So I'll have 40 more. But I'll just tell my customer that I'll be here at like whatever 11 tomorrow, but I'll really come in for 9 and just finish them up so they can stop in after. Oh, this one's already cut. This was my first test one, and I did this one with cutaway backing, so this one's not going to wash away. Hopefully they don't mind about that one. $55 already. I'll be on here for like 5 more minutes. Actually, Amanda, do you have any more questions? If you're still here. If not, I understand. But if you don't have any questions, I'll probably end it just because I'm wrapping these up. I got like 5 more. And I'm going to go home. I'm starving. I'm going to eat and get back at it in the morning. Also, hopefully tomorrow, maybe the next day, I'm going to film the video for my like best transfer type. Just because someone asked that in one of my recent videos. That's what I want, is for people to ask questions in the comments. Because for one, it gives me video ideas. And the transfer type is a video I'm already going to do anyway. But it can give me ideas, but more importantly, it lets me know what people want to know. So like if people are asking in the comments, obviously there's people that want to know this stuff. So now I have topic for a video, and I know right away that I'm helping answer the question that people actually have. So that's what I want is every video people answer or ask questions, I'll answer them, and all will be good. Man, I'm getting a workout. My arms are tired. I have to hold the towel up every time. All right. Haven't heard from everyone in a bit. I'm going to head out. I appreciate you guys, for everyone that stopped in. Hope you guys have a great night. Got through this stack, these 4 stacks. They got 20 in each. I still got these over here. We're getting there, though. Thank you guys for stopping in. Like Big Brando said, get that money. I appreciate you guys. I will be back soon. New video within the next 2 or 3 days at the most. And then I'll be back with some lives pretty soon, too. Damn, my laptop is covered in green dust from these towels. Thank you guys for hanging